In this video, I'm going to explain about how do we create a two-dimensional array and how to access individual elements of a two-dimensional array using NumPy library. So for that, first we need to open ideally editor to type our program. Okay, this I'm opening ideally 2. Now, so you need to create a new file. So file, new file. So first job is to import the required packages or libraries. So here I need a NumPy library. Why? Because my aim is to create an array with the help of built-in function called array that is defined in NumPy library. In my previous video, I clearly explained about why we need to assign a alias name for the library file. Why? Because instead of using NumPy every time, whenever we need NumPy, so instead of typing NumPy complete name, we need to type it like NP. That NP is an alias name. Now, so A1 is an array. Using array function, I am creating a two-dimensional array. Okay, so 10 and 20 are my first row elements. 30 and 40 are my second row elements. Okay, 50 and 60 are third row elements. Okay, like this. So here creation of two-dimensional array is completed. After that, I am testing whether the array is having how many number of dimensions or not. So a1 dot ndim is a property or an attribute. By accessing this, it returns the number of dimensions in the given array. So here my aim is I want to test whether a1 is having how many dimensions, whether it is holding one dimension array or two dimension array. So that number is written by this one. If I want to print all the items of an array, then I can print the array name itself. So it prints all the items in the array. Okay, so in this way we can create a two-dimensional array. So before this, to save this one, okay, assign a meaningful name, 2D array demo dot py. Yeah, after saved, you click on the run module. You can check it. See, when I'm testing, print a1 dot ndim means it returns the number of dimensions of the given array, that is a1. So a1 currently holding two-dimensional array. And what are the elements? I'm printing a1. A1 means it prints all the rows and the columns information. So 10 and 20 is displayed as row 1, 30 and 40 is displayed as row 2, 50 and 60 is displayed as row 3. So this. Now I will explain how do we access individual elements of a two-dimensional array. Individual elements of a two-dimensional. Suppose if I want first row, first element. So first row is represented by 0 and first column is also represented by 0. Okay, the indexing for row and column is represented as 0 0 means it prints the first row first element. We'll check it whether it is going to print the first row and first element or not. See, the first row first element is 10, that is printed here. If I want to suppose 40, 40 is second row second element. Okay, second row second element, how do we represent second row second element? So second row means in our case it is because the row numbering is beginning from 1 0. So second row index value is 1. Second element means index value is 0 beginning from 0. So that is 1 comma 1 means it returns the second row second element. So second row second element it is going to print the 40. See this one? After 10 it prints 40 based on our indexing. So in this way, we can access the individual elements of a two-dimensional array by providing the row index as well as the column index. So after the array name in square brackets, the first argument is representing the row value or row number, and second argument is representing the column number. Okay. So here the indexes values are beginning from 0, 1, 2 like that in the incrementing order. Suppose if I want to access one more element, if I want to access one more element, like which element I'm going to access, I will explain. So first, if I want to print this 50, so 50, what is the position of 50? It is in the occupied in third row, first column. So third row, first column means how can we convey that information? Third row means first column is that is 0. Okay, column index is beginning from 0. Third row means index is beginning from 0. So third means it is nothing but index 2. So a1 of 2 0 prints the third row first element. So the third row first element is 50. This is printed here. So like this, we can create a two-dimensional array. We can identify that whether it is two-dimensional or not. We can print all the items of an array, and we can also access the individual items of a given two-dimensional array in this way. So this is indexing. Whereas in case of a one-dimensional array, here we are representing only one index, right? Because the dimension is only one, so we need not pass two arguments. But in case of two or two-dimensional array, we need to pass two arguments to access the individual elements.